I'll give you one clue about what we're doing today. Boxed mac and cheese. I'm gonna show you 3 ways that we can turn this shortcut into something special. Sometimes you just need a little starting point when it comes to being creative in the kitchen, and everyone loves mac and cheese, so why not start there? First thing I'm making are mac and cheese cowboy cups. These make a great dinner that your kids would love, but also a perfect little party appetizer. We all know how it starts. Dump the boxes in some boiling water. While our pasta cooks, I've got the second part to it, which is the taco meat. So this is just some ground meat that I've seasoned with a taco seasoning packet. Once the meat is cooked with your taco seasoning, you just want to add in some red onion. I want to add this afterwards because I still want it to have some crunch to it. And then also a can of Rotel, and I'm adding in the juice tube. It's always good to have a few convenience products in your pantry. You want to cook it at least 2 or 3 minutes less than what it says on the package, because we're going to cook it again. You don't want it to be mush. The ingredients are always the same: milk, butter, and the packet. Come on back, come on back. You just want to add in your butter. Now, 50 to 100% more butter than what it calls for. It's gonna deliver more flavor. And then your milk. If you want like a richer mac and cheese to your boxed mac and cheeses, you could do half and half, but at least whole milk for me. There's that color. That right there is what we call nostalgia. The smell, the look, and the taste. And we're going to combine the two. Amp up that taco flavor. It smells good already. Our cheese is gonna act as our glue, hopefully to hold this all together. Also, hopefully create a little crust around the edges. All right, grease your muffin tin, and then you wanna make a little hole in it so it can hold our good stuff later. All right, so you wanna work to really press the mac and cheese around the cups, just so they hold together. And then this goes into the oven, 400 degrees. You want it pretty hot because everything is cooked. We're just trying to crisp it up a little bit, and then we'll finish it off. It's gonna be a good one. Mm-hmm. Told you. If the little cup closed up a little bit, you can just look how good those look. Ooh. These need to sit a minute. That way they will hold together better. If I just try to pull them out when they're this hot, they're gonna fall apart. So they do need to cool a little bit, but this is the fun part. If you were serving this for dinner, you just put these out with the toppings, or if you're doing it for an appetizer, go ahead and top them in the fun kind of taco-y way. All right, I like a little sour cream, some pickled jalapeno, and then finally, a little cilantro. You could also do like some hot sauce or taco sauce, and those are our little taco cups. Of course, you can eat these with a fork or just go all in. There's so much going on. You are not concerned at all that this started with a box of mac and cheese. You know what I mean? You just need to do it. For my next trick, have you ever had mac and cheese for breakfast or breakfast for dinner? You're about to. So I'm gonna brown off just some breakfast sausage. Going straight in. The ultimate one-pan meal. As you add this in, scrape up the flavor off the bottom. And then as this cooks, the macaroni is going to absorb that liquid. It's gonna get really rich and creamy. And then wait till you see how I finish it off. Once it comes up to a simmer, just occasional stirring. This takes less time to cook the mac and cheese this way, rather than waiting on the water to boil and then adding your macaroni in. Let's turn it into breakfast. All right, I'm gonna turn the heat probably off. Stir in some of that real cheese. And now we're gonna give it some shakshuka vibes. Gonna create little wells in here, crack some eggs. I'm gonna take a little more cheese and just kind of put it around just to make it pretty. Just a little bit of salt on the egg. Put it right into the oven just to cook it until those whites sit. Oh, that's heavy. That looks like breakfast/dinner, and I love breakfast for dinner. I'm gonna finish it with a little green onion. A little crack of pepper on those eggs. And I can't help myself. That's a breakfast, a brunch. I don't know that I've ever mixed, eggs with my mac and cheese, but I'm into it. That sausage, that hot sauce, egg adds a little richness, especially when that yolk kind of hits that mac and cheese. I cooked off some bacon for the final thing. This is the ultimate. This is how you turn this into dinner. I'm calling this one loaded bacon ranch mac and cheese casserole. These are really like my go-tos, but I'm gonna keep it consistent and go with this, but I am doing the white cheddar shells just to fancy it up a bit. The box says cook 8 to 10 minutes. I'm gonna start with 5 because it's gonna get a second cook. Gonna chop up my bacon. I'm going in with some white and yellow sharp cheddar. Use whatever you've got or whatever you want to use here, okay? This is really gonna just boost the flavor. Also gonna add in some green onions. So if you have any leftover rotisserie chicken or whatever, that's also going in, okay? It's all going in. Also gonna use a little bit of cream cheese. You wanna be sure it's softened. And our prep is done. Got to drain the pasta. In with the noodles. Also in with the cream cheese. And with our packets, butter. Oh, and milk. Using those packets really just make the process easier. There's no like technique to it. We go in with most of our cheese. I'm gonna save a little bit for the top. Our green onions and our bacon. Going in with about 2 cups of chicken. It's called chicken bacon ranch. Get that going. Come on, that looks like dinner. Some sour cream. Dinner's about to be served. Spray. I love a casserole that has that crunchy, like breadcrumb topping, so I'm gonna do that. Add some melted butter to the breadcrumbs, cracked pepper. Your family is going to devour this. I'm gonna put this in at 400 degrees, so pretty high heat, again, because everything's cooked. We just want everything bubbly and crisp, you know? Dinner's about to be served. Things like this are my guilty pleasure. Like, I love a casserole like this. It just has it all going on. I just love it. 1000%, I, or anyone I cooked this for, would not know this started from a box. We added so much other stuff to it that it really freshens it up. Does not, taste anything artificial. All taste real, rich, creamy, salty. Get that crunch from that top, and the broccoli still has a little bit of fresh crunch to it. Restaurant quality mac and cheese, straight out of a box. I know what my kids are having for dinner tonight. I think we nailed it. From breakfast, lunch, dinner, appetizers, whatever, you can make a whole lot from a simple shortcut. You've seen how I hack the Mac. What's your favorite thing to do to upgrade mac and cheese? Let me know in the comments below. I always love learning new tips.